Hello, everybody. How you guys doing? Welcome back to the Cherry Bum Blossom Boutique. My name is Renan, your lovely fashion dolly, and I am tired. Genuinely, I don't know how, I don't know why. I fell asleep, and I feel like I died. I feel like it disconnected to from the mortal realm, because I swear to you and God, I only meant to lay down for like 5 minutes at most. And suddenly I wake up all rested, feeling great, loving life. And I realize it's 7:15. So I am very sorry. I'm very sorry to be late. I genuinely didn't mean to. I woke up pretty early today because there was an earthquake today. Not intentional, at least. Not as far as I know. But yeah, there was an earthquake today, and I don't know. Because it was like at like 7 a.m. in the morning, really, really early in the morning. It was one of those alarms that kind of sounded like the rupture was happening. Like, it was so loud. It was such a loud alarm. And listen, I understand that, people cannot be ignored. People shouldn't ignore the earthquake alarm, alerta sísmica, that type of signal that you're supposed to, grab for safety. But can we at least make it a little bit less like I feel like the world is dropping around me? Like, I genuinely felt like the sky was gonna open. It's gonna fall. It's gonna rip up open because of how loud that alarm was. And so I kind of been awake since a really long time, actually, and I've been having like a lot of issues sleeping as of late, primarily and only because anxiety. But for the most part, I've just been having issues sleeping, and because of that reason, I just, I didn't rest very well. So yeah, I am very sorry, Chan. I'm very sorry that I was a little late. I hope you guys are not too mad about it. Oh God. But yeah, I'm still a little bit disoriented. I ain't gonna lie, because I woke up literally at most 5 minutes ago. So yeah, I'm feeling a little. I'm feeling a little like a deer in headlights. Hey Aaron, how you doing, sweetheart? Happy New Year. How was your New Year's meal? I don't know why I was gonna say how was your Happy New Year's meal. But yeah, how was your New Year's meal? Did you eat anything particular? What are your goals for this following 2026? Do let me know. I'm very excited to know what everybody's opinions are. I have a lot of things that I want to talk about, because this year was a year of all time, if you will, if we must. It was a year of all time. So I have a lot to talk about, but at the same time, it feels like 2025 was both eventful and uneventful at the same time. Does anybody else feel the same? Like, it feels as though a lot more happened than what it actually felt like. Because this might also be me just, not having the concept of memory. But at least to me, I feel a lot like I didn't do much this year. But then suddenly I look back, I catch a ride to the time machine, and suddenly I did do a lot. So I don't know. It felt really weird to have like this retrospection, see what was going on, I'm sorry. Like I said, I didn't have that much time to set up stuff, so I need to set up a couple stuff still. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Professional streamer, everybody, by the way. Professional streamer. I always thought I've seen before, like there was times in which like a Vtuber was like an hour late to stream, and I didn't understand why or how. But I get it now. I absolutely get it. I get it now. Too much, in fact. I think I get it a little bit too much. I shouldn't be getting it this much. Where is it? Yeah. Do you guys have any goals in particular you want to talk about? Because like I said, I have a lot to talk about, but you know, we'll get to me once it's my turn. But I want to know what you guys are up to as of late. Because, you know, many of us are probably going into this new year thinking, you know what? Today is not a year of change. Today is a year of me sitting down, shutting the fuck up, and just vibing. Which honestly, that's fair. That's fair. If your year only involves surviving, that's fair. That I feel like that's the basics. The basics. You know, you cannot do anything if you're not alive. Hey Huskin, how you doing, sweetheart? How's it going? Welcome, welcome. Happy New Year. Do you have any goals to share, Huskin? Anything you want to talk about? Because, you know, I have a lot to share. And it's been a while since I talked to you, actually. I know that this year you got a job. So, first of all, congratulations on that. But any more specific that you want to share? Anything a little bit more specific? Hold on, I think I'm ready. There we go. Hold on, let me drink a little bit more water because I am barely awake right now. My brain is not fully functioning. Like, it feels like it wants to function, but at the same time it doesn't, and I'm like, what? This year I might get back in content creation. Oh hell yeah! What are you thinking about? Are you thinking going back to the fighting game round? Or are you feeling more something new, something? Honestly, I feel like now it's the time to get into content. Now that I feel like literally every other social media that is not YouTube is kind of dying. I feel like now it's the time. Now it's the time to go into YouTube. Hey girl, hey. Hi Hime, how's it going? Guess what? I really thought I was foolish enough. In my hubris, I thought that I was gonna be able to sit down and, you know, lay down in my bed for a moment without falling asleep. But I did fall asleep, and I was 17 minutes late to stream, and I feel ashamed about it. I feel the shame. But I'm hoping you're doing okay. You fool! I know, right? I don't know why. I was particularly tired today, okay? Listen, there was apparently an earthquake around my area, and I woke up in a panic, feeling like the rapture was about to be unleashed upon me because of the fucking alarm was so loud. But as it turns out, nothing fucking happened. Nothing happened. I was okay. Everybody was fine. Not a single sign of anything wrong. But hey, at least I'm alive, and that's what matters. I always allude to wanting to go live or make videos, but I never do until now. I want to make shorts and videos mostly. And down low, I'm getting a character sheet commission. Oh, you gotta tell me. Like, if you wanna share like the deeds on DMs, I will be so down to listen. Because I love to listen to people's like reasoning behind character design and the content they wanna go for. It's so exciting. I'm doing okay. I'm bouncing between painting things. Ooh, working on a new cosplay. All ready for the new year? Let me know what you're painting. I'm really interested to know. But yeah, Chad, what are we going to be doing today? What is the purpose of today's stream? Well, you know, as the title may suggest, and as you know, you can see in the background right behind me, we're doing a year in review. We're going to be looking at what we did throughout the year, what achievements we got, reviewing past goals, setting up new goals, and just overall having a fun time just sharing, you know, what happened in previous years, yeah? Same as before, the sort of deals. A lot of deals. Oh, I gotcha. When do you think you're gonna get the cosplay ready? Is that gonna be for like a competition? Is that gonna be competition cosplay or just for fun? I kind of hate myself cosplay because I decided to do something that is a little bit too ridiculous for me to do it as a hobby. Anyway, let's get started, shall we? Let's review 2025 goals. What we did during 2025. I was about to speak Spanish for some reason. What we did during 2025. That is, oh well, you can see it a little bit, right? It's been a little bit covered by the overlay, but you can see it. So, what were my 2025 goals? Well, I actually rewatched the video, right? I rewatched the video for like a year ago, like looking to see what I supposedly set out to do this year, because you know I have the remembrance of a peanut, you know. I have the remembrance of a peanut. I don't remember much of things that I say, let alone set up goals like this. It was the first year that I actually set up goals, and as it turns out, I actually did a lot of things right. Lot of green, let's go. Yep, absolutely. Like, I didn't think about it too much. Like, I just continued doing my thing, but I really did do most of what I set out to do on 2025. Because when I really thought about it, I thought I was being really ambitious, and I was. It was really ambitious, the things that I wanted to do for the size that I was at the time. So I never thought that most of these things were gonna come through. But I ended up having a lot of fun this year. I ended up doing a lot this year. Primarily, one of the things, and the thing that I wanted to do the most right at the end of next year, was debut. I really wanted to debut because I had a lot of things for debut that was supposed to happen earlier in the year, but it didn't happen. So we debuted in my birthday. I remember like it was yesterday because I forgot that it was yesterday. I remember like it was yesterday because, as it turns out, this happened this year. Isn't that crazy? The fact that I had, well, not necessarily this model, because this model is an updated version of that model, but the fact that I've had a moving model with this design only this year is crazy to me. I'm gonna be so real. It's crazy to me. I genuinely thought that I've been like having like almost 2 years with this model on. I didn't know, I didn't realize that I actually debuted this model this year. Isn't it crazy? Like, I don't know. Maybe it's because like YouTuber time doesn't feel the same as like normal people time. Like YouTuber time tends to feel longer. I experience time dilation because I'm very aware of like the timing which the timing between my videos and stuff like that. It does feel like it should be longer, right? I don't know. I feel like it's because I kind of have like a little bit of like explosive growth this year that it feels longer, you know? Because I did grow a lot this year, but we'll talk about it in a little bit. I know that this design has been around for much longer, by the way. This design has been around for like a year by now. Like 2 years, actually. But the model in itself, me being here in my gorgeous face, it's been only since February. It's not even been a year. It's about to be a year, but it's not even been a year. It's technically been 9 months. So that's crazy. Make a total of 50 videos. Oh, how naive I was once. I was stupid and naive. You know, I severely I had experience with videos before, and I severely underestimated how long it takes to make videos, even if it's just shorts. Hey DJ Fire, how you doing, sweetheart? Happy New Year's. What are one of your New Year's resolutions this year? Do you have any? Have you made any? I think it's really healthy to make some, honestly. It really makes it feel great. By the way, I forgot to ask you too, hey man, do you have any goals that you want to share? Any goals that perchance you wanna air out? I just thought you had more videos up. Nope. It feels that way, right? But no. I actually made 30, you know? So the goal for this year was to just make more content in general. I wanted to make more content. And so I set out to do 50 videos in total, which was counting both shorts and regular uploads, like regular long uploads. But when I did the tally, I actually got like half of it. I got 30 videos on me. I got 30 videos out before the end of the year, which honestly is a lot for me, you know, considering how much of a chaos, unorganized mess I can be sometimes. So 30 videos is a lot between shorts and long form videos. You're a Wandel shot? Yeah. I mean, I feel that sometimes because I feel like I should be able to do more by myself. But at the same time, you know what? I've learned this year that the worst thing I can do is compare myself to others, because it just causes me to have a nervous breakdown, you know? The worst thing that one can do as a creator is compare yourself to others in an unhealthy way. I really felt bad that I didn't reach my goal, but I still did a lot between the podcast, actual long form videos, shorts. I did a lot. And I feel like it's okay to congratulate myself even if I didn't reach my goal. I want to eat healthier for sure. Oh, me too, bitch. I've been eating like a fucking pig. I ate so bad during the last 2 weeks of December that right now I am quite literally avoiding my health checkup for like my new job that I'm supposed to start in like a couple weeks. I'm avoiding that health checkup. I am waiting until my system is healthy enough just so that I don't raise up any red flags. That's how bad I've been eating. I feel so bad that I was like, you know what? Maybe I should wait like a couple days just for like my eating patterns to normalize, just so that it doesn't sound like I'm dying, or it doesn't sound like I'm not taking care of myself, you know? Make at least one long form video about fashion. I count this one. I remember that the original goal that I had was a bit different. When I said fashion, I think it was a bit different of what I wanted to do. But you know what? I did make like a Hatsune Miku fashion review. I made a Pokemon Legends CA fashion review. And I now have a stronger grasp of what I want my content to go. So I count it. I think it's fair. I think it's fine. Because I know that originally I wanted to do more like personal fashion advice. But I found that to do a little bit difficult with me being a VTuber, you know, with me not actually showing my real life body. Not that I am too self-conscious about my body, but I like being a VTuber, so it was kind of at odds. But I count it. I think it's okay. 2 song covers, man, that was also a foolish talk. That was also the words of a naive person, because I didn't know. Don't get me wrong, I actually did pay for singing lessons. I paid for coaching so that I could actually make a cover, and I got really close to making one, but I didn't realize how much money it takes to make a music video. Like, I had already spent like half of the budget I needed to allocate for a song cover on the voice coaching alone. And so when it came to actually making the video, I had no money at all to actually make the video. And I really thought that I could make 2. I mean, listen, I probably could have. I have the artistic ability to make it happen. But at the same time, I had a lot going on this year, okay? It just didn't feel right. And by the time I had the money again to make a song, like a song cover, I just didn't feel like it fit anymore. Because at the time I was still figuring out who I am and what I wanted to do with my life, right? So I don't know. Feel like song covers, as much as I want to make one because I really do like singing, I just it's no longer aligns with the goals of my channel. So I don't feel too bad about not, making this one happen. Oh yeah, it's like thousands of dollars. Yeah, absolutely. And even for just like a still image, for the editing alone, I remember it was like $500 if you wanted to get like a good edited video. And that is with me making the art for the video myself, Imagine if I had to make the art, if I had to pay Vtuber for somebody else to make the art. It was a wake-up call. Oh, Lord. Podcast all year round. Well, listen, I'm giving myself this one. I will give myself this one because I did keep up the podcast for like about, I think it was like 4 or 5 months, more or less. It was 12 episodes, so... And that was a one each week. So that was 8... No, that was 3 months, actually. 3 months. And I did have like a couple of special episodes. So that would have been 3 months and a half. I think that's okay. It's not exactly all year, But at the same time, I just realized that as much as I like to do podcasts, I just wasn't doing any results. As you know, as you may see, when you're a content creator, you kind of realize that you have very limited time to do stuff. And I do feel like the podcast may have done some damage to my poor YouTube algorithm. And so the podcast didn't really bring any result, It didn't have the desired result I was expecting. I really thought I was gonna be like the next Trixie Mattel, the next Trixie and Katya show, and just talk about whatever I wanted and have people listen to it. And I feel like a few fair of you did listen to it, but I realized shortly after that basically I streamed without having a stream on, Like, I realized that making the podcast was essentially me just having a just chatting stream. So I eventually decided to discontinue it. But I do want to ask you, if you haven't watched the podcast yet, or if you did watch it and you were listening to it, was there anything that you might have hoped for it? Like, do you think I should bring it back? Is there any feedback you may have on that one? Because honestly, I think that most people who enjoyed it were kind of quiet about it. And the people who didn't enjoy it just, didn't watch any of it. So, I don't know. If you want more podcasts, let me know. I really enjoyed making it, but I probably won't... If I'm gonna make it, I probably won't make it on this channel. I'll probably just open a new channel for it. Because I have different plans now. Also, give me 1 second. I need to put my hair up. I'm hot. And I'm also very warm. So I need to put my hair up. Because despite the fact that it is the middle of winter, I can still not have my hair down. Because, I don't know. The climate, Climate change is a bitch. Be right back. 1 second. Hey chat, give me 1 second. I'm gonna go grab some water because I'm actually kind of parched. So I'll be right back. Okay, 1 second. All right, Chad. I have water. My hair is up. I think we're ready to log in. I think we're ready to log the fuck in. Speaking of which, if you guys have not had water, drink water. Water is supposed to be good for you. At least that's what the sources says. The street said that drinking water is good for you. I'm not really sure how much I believe that, but you should probably drink water. I have water right now. So yeah, I didn't really do the podcast all year round, but you know what? I'm gonna count it because I need a win, okay? I need a win. I need to feel good. I need to feel something positive in my life, so I hope you guys let me have this one. Even if it was only 3 months, I think it was okay enough, right? I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you guys feel good enough to let me have it? Anyway, reach 1K on YouTube. Well, we actually got pretty close, not gonna lie. We last time I checked, if I remember right, we're like 923 on YouTube and 350 on Twitch, which is okay. I'm gonna be honest, Twitch has never been like the most growing platform for me. I've always had trouble growing on Twitch, so growing on YouTube kind of became more of a factor later on in the year, and I didn't really start focusing on actual growth on YouTube until like in the middle of 2025, like before I posted my first video. So like, honestly, for like 6 months growth, to grow from like 500, 400 something to almost 1,000 people on YouTube was kind of crazy, isn't it? Isn't it kind of crazy? So yeah, we got really close. It wasn't as close. It wasn't what I wanted. I really thought I was gonna be able to reach 1K this year, but we got close enough, and I think that's good enough, right? I think we did enough for me to not feel too bad, you know. Besides, 1K is a big milestone, and I'm about to reach it. Like, I am confident. I'm confident that after my next video comes out, I'm probably gonna reach it. And I cannot wait for you guys to see this next video. This next video is that I'm having so much fun making it, even if it's taking a long time to make it. I'm having a lot of fun with it, and I hope that you guys have fun with it too. I'm very excited. But yeah, unfortunately we didn't reach 1K, but we got really close to it. So I think that for next year, we're probably gonna reach our goal even faster. I guarantee it. It's something I have a feeling about, you know? More community events. I mean, community events, we did a lot actually. We had D&D night on Discord. We had a bunch of streams that were dedicated to customer service. I don't know why it's like customer service. Community night. So I think I accomplished that. And I also decided to collab more this year because, you know, I suppose I advertise myself. You know, part of my resume in the content creator sphere is me being an extrovert, and I didn't really do that much extroverting during 2024. So in 2025, I decided to, you know, get more out there, talk to more people, and I think I accomplished that. You know, we made Spice Bunnies a thing. Spice Bunnies may not be an actual like Vtuber group or anything like that, but it felt official enough for me to say, you know what? I made friends. I actually have friends. I talk to people. I talk to people. But yeah. Oh. We had 96 streams in total this year. You know. Oh, you know what? I should probably just put this up here. I forgot. I had the same problem. I had this very same problem last year. That I forgot to take into account my layout on stream. I forgot to take into account my layout on stream. And I completely forgot to actually make things fit properly, you know? So, I do apologize for that. I'm gonna move this here. Apologies. it happened the same last year. Last year I was like moving around on the screen trying to make sure that it fits. And as it turns out, I forgot to do that this year too. Apparently. Allegedly. Hold on, let me accommodate for this. Thank you. There we go. Sweet. That should be better. That should be better. Now, we had 96 streams in total this year. Honestly, this is much less than most people stream on. Honestly, most people tend to stream more than I do. But this is the highest amount of stream I had since I decided to stop streaming every day. Because, you know, at some point in my life, I feel like at some point in life, every VTuber, every streamer makes the foolish decision to stream every single day. And it's a foolish decision, really, because you could be using that time to making other kinds of content, not just streaming. And yeah, I feel like it's a good amount of streams. For me, at least, for somebody who streams mostly 2 to 3 times a week, just to keep up with content and making sure that I continue making content for you, I feel like this is a good amount of streams. And we had like actually really milestone streams, at least in my opinion. Aside from community streams, we had really important streams that I never thought I was going to do or that I was going to be able to do. Because we had, you know, my first ever like big Vtuber event, which was the Vtuber Rivals tournament. I did it twice this year. I don't think I told you guys about... I didn't tell you about the second time that I didn't, because I didn't want you guys to feel disappointed in me again. Because the first time that we did Vtuber Rivals, we kind of like fell flat in our asses. We kind of just got disqualified immediately. So I didn't want history to repeat itself. So when I ran it again with some people some people that were part of the same team, as it turns out, we actually made it to the semifinals. Well, not the actual semifinals. We made it to the semifinals of the losers bracket. So I don't know. For me, that feels like a big milestone to me. The fact that I was able to participate in a Vtuber event to begin with, I don't know. It makes me feel more official. It makes me feel more real. It makes me feel like a real Vtuber, mom. I am a real Vtuber. I am not. It's not a face, mom. Don't you guys think? I don't know. It felt very real to me. And because of that, I felt really emboldened to make my own Vtuber event, which I had it in time. I was working on it prior to the Vtuber Rivals event. But it gave me like newfound confidence to be like, you know what? I can host something of my own. I can make something for myself. And we did the Monotype Vtuber tournament, which it was a great turnout. I ain't gonna lie. It's probably one of the best streams that I ever done. And it's one of the things that I'm the most proud of this year. Just the fact that I made a tournament all on my own. I made an actually entertaining tournament. It was good looking. It had good production value. It was kind of fucked up because I was running it all by myself. I didn't know that apparently most people actually have help when running things. I thought most people just did things by themselves. It's kind of crazy, isn't it? I really thought that I was going to be able to do everything myself. But as it turns out, no, bitch, you need help. Everybody needs help. So if I were to ever do Season 2 of the Monotype tournament, I think I would probably get a lot more help than what I had, you know, because it was really difficult for me to run it myself and also host it and also do promotion and also be kind of entertaining on it. You know what I mean? What was your favorite stream of this year, guys? If you guys are most of my streams, what was your favorite stream? What is one of the ones that you enjoyed the most? Because I will be releasing a survey later in the week, probably like on Monday. I'll be releasing like the yearly Flufflier survey, but I'm very curious to know, what was your favorite moment on stream this year? What was one of the things that you liked that I did? I know a lot of you love the Date Everything streams. The Date Everything streams were basically my bread and butter for a couple months. I know a lot of you liked the Vtuber tournament. A lot of you also enjoyed just my art streams in general. You know, that is my bread and butter content. That is the thing that I do the most. I do art. I tend to be an artist, if you will. And a lot of you enjoyed those. But I'm very curious. Do you guys have any pieces of my stream? Any piece of my lore that you found particularly good or entertaining? Hold on, I need to drink water. I love all the gaming streams. I also miss the Metal Gear series. I kind of did drop that one, huh? I mean, the thing is about the Metal Gear series is that it does rely on you being available for it, Huskin. That is true. And the other part is that I'm not that good at video games. So I feel like it was probably a little bit frustrating to watch me just die to the same boss over and over again. To be fair, the control scheme of Metal Gear Solid is kind of fucked up. It's kind of set me up for failure. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I'm already not a good gamer, and then the Metal Gear series just has a very weird command bars and command issues. So you know. But we might do it again. We might do it again. I really like the Metal Gear series, and I love to hang out with you, you know? Also, heck no, you were really good for a new Metal Gear Solid player. I mean, if I really good, you mean I just wanted to listen. I personally, I think it's a great strat to just blow up everything. You know, my strat and the thing that I run by is just use a grenade. Grenade solve every problem. I'm just saying, remote control grenades can save your marriage. Remote control grenades can save your marriage. It can save your child. It can save your the relationship with your parents. You know, for every problem that you may have, consider a remote detonation grenade. Because that's what I did every single boss. I remember the one time it didn't work, I was panicking so hard. Like, it wasn't like the last boss that we did on stream. I was panicking really hard because I couldn't use the bomb on it because he kept deflating it and throwing it back at me. And I was about to cry. Listen, you cannot... My bombs! You cannot take them away from me. They're everything to me. So yeah, we might do more Metal Gear Solid. It really does depend. Because it's also one of those series that didn't really do that good on the channel. I find that a lot of things that I try a lot of things, and some people, it really hits off with some people, like the Date Everything streams. Everybody liked Date Everything, particularly they like, you know, me being pathetic about men. But with Metal Gear Solid, I feel like it was like a very niche amount of people who watched it, you know. No, but there is the thing. So it was working for so much of the run. I mean, it really did. Like, do you remember? I remember the first boss literally sets it up so that you can't really use grenades. The first boss really sets it up that if you use a grenade, if you dare to even breathe in the wrong direction, the whole room is gonna blow up. That's the thing about the first boss. And I somehow figure out how to use a grenade. Yeah, I just had to use it in the corner of the room, basically off screen. And it still got him. I had a ton of fun. Honestly, I may or may not continue it. I really have to talk to, you know, I would love to put a survey for that. Speaking of things that we did together, we also had a lot of community events. Like this year, I tried to make it very community-based. We didn't have as many as I would have liked to, because, you know, life got in the way, things happen, a lot of things that I wish it didn't got in the way. Hold on, let me just... God, I really did not take into account the layout of my fucking stream, huh? Hold on. Whoop. Let me just move this. Hello? Can you grab this mic? No. Ew. There was a lot of community events that we did this year. I will admit that most of them were Discord events. We talked about it before. We did D&D at some point, which I actually kind of want to do again. Like, I want to try Fresh Scuff to start 2026. You know what? You know it, baby. You know it, baby. Scuff is the spice of life. If we didn't have Scuff, we wouldn't have good VTubers, okay? I'm just saying, if you're a VTuber and you don't have Scuff, I'm sorry, you're not a VTuber. I don't make the rules. I don't make the rules. I just follow them. But yeah, we did a lot of community events. Most of them were Discord. We did an anime watch along. We watched the whole of Frieren. Like, I think the best community bond that I feel like we formed together was when at some point in time, a lot of us just got around every week to watch Frieren. It was really fun. It was fun to learn about a whole new magic system that was so entertaining and so in-depth. And I felt like a really, really deep bond with all of you when we were all watching Frieren together. Like, at some point, it got to the point that we just were watching Frieren every day because we really wanted to finish it. We didn't want to wait until the next week. Like, I'm pretty sure that, like, right before we ended the anime, we watched like 4 or 5 episodes like 2 days straight. It was so fun. I really enjoyed it, and we might do it again. Because guess what? Frieren Season 2 is happening this month. Frieren Season 2 is happening this month. And you bet your ass I'm gonna watch it. I am so excited. I miss Frieren. I miss Frieren too. So that was generally one of the most heartwarming moments of this year. And the other one is like the drawing with you stream. Like all of us drawing together, putting our little touches into the background, which, by the way, now that I have a job, I'm gonna be able to commission somebody to finish that background for us. And so I'm very excited. I'm very excited to have that background finished. But that was a really heartwarming moment for me, just to see all of you who are artists, and even if you're not an artist, just join in and put your own little touch into something that basically you helped me build. It really did make me feel so good. And I hope you guys see it too. That a lot of what happened this year, this lovely 2025, was because of you. A lot of you, it really was. I wouldn't be here without you. So I hope you guys understand that and how much you mean to me, you know? And speaking of which, there was fan art. There was fan art this year. And let me just get out of the way so you guys can actually see the fan art. Let me just get out of the way so you can actually see how good this fan art is. 1 second. I'll learn. There you go. Look at this, Chad. Look at this. A lot of you did really pretty fan art. I was so happy. I was looking back at the fan art channel on Discord, and I really did enjoy it. What I found, I forgot that most of these were this year. So even the Flufflayer 3D model that Nova made, I'm still so amazed by it. It feels weird to think that it was this year. I felt like it was like a lifetime ago. So you did a lot of amazing fan art. My birthday fan art, a lot of just like random fan art that you guys drop sometimes. The My Little Pony cosplay, I still find it kinda weird how close they got. Meatloaf made this one, I'm pretty sure. I found it so weird how close they got to basically replicating me in My Little Pony, in the My Little Pony MMO game. It's so good. It's so good. It's so good. And I really do love every single piece of fan art that you guys have made for me this year. I've used almost all of them for my schedule, because genuinely, I feel like I would be remiss not to use them, not to let the world know how talented my community is. And the only one I didn't really use that much was Turbos, because Turbos is a little spicy. I actually had to censor it. I had to censor the little fan art that Turbo made for me, because it includes a lot of ass. There's a lot of ass happening in this picture. So I decided to censor it a little bit. Otherwise, YouTube is probably gonna kill me. But yeah, a lot of fan art. A lot of fan art. And I know you guys keep asking me if you can draw me or not. I'm just gonna tell you something right here. Getting drawn as an artist and as a VTuber, getting drawn is probably the highest honor that you can give me. Because to me, that's a compliment that, first of all, I designed my own VTuber. So it means that you like me enough to draw me. That's number one. And number two, it really just feels special when you see yourself in somebody else's art style. Even if you're an artist yourself and you could draw yourself, it feels very special to have somebody else draw you, to see the way that other people see you. I'm very happy about all of the fan art that I got this year, and I hope that you guys continue to make amazing fan art. You don't have to, of course. It's okay if you don't. But if you do, show me. Let me see it. I love seeing fan art. I love seeing people's art. It's so fun. It's so exciting. Thank you so much for your fan art this year, you guys. Thank you, thank you. Thank you so much. Come here. And of course, we did the podcast this year. I talked about it a little bit earlier. We did seem stylish. And once again, I forgot to do this right. Oops. Oh well. You know what? It's gonna have to be it. This is gonna have to be what it is. Because I cannot be rearranging it every single time, okay? I cannot be rearranging it. I thought I learned from my mistakes last year. Because last year, every time that I moved on to a new topic, I had to like shuffle myself around to make sure that I had enough space. And this year, I really thought I made enough space for myself. In fact, I feel like maybe I made too much space. But I forgot to account that my layout changed. So now, I have these big spaces in which I don't have anyone or anything, and a lot of things being covered by the chat, which is okay. It's fine. It's fine. I'm fine. I'm not upset or anything. Yeah, we have the same stylish podcast. Even if it didn't work out the way that I wanted it to work out, I'm still very proud of it. I think it's okay for things to not work out sometimes, you guys. It's okay for things to not be what you hope they were. I feel like that is okay. It's okay for things to fail. You know what I mean? And I don't even consider this a failure, because I know a lot of you really enjoyed it. I know a lot of you just put it in the background and decided to watch it while, you were cooking, or in the case of Hime, working on projects and stuff like that. I know a lot of you did listen to it, and to those who did, I am eternally grateful. I'm eternally grateful to you for listening to the podcast. But sometimes things don't work out, and that is okay, and that is fine. I am very proud of it. I will forever be proud of it, and maybe one day I'll come back to it. One day I'll come back to it. It's still one of the best goals that I got to do this year, though. One of the best things I got to do. I felt very professional, You know how I felt, like streaming, like uploading it to Spotify this year? Like, I felt like $1 million, girl. I know everybody can have a podcast and everybody can make a podcast in Spotify, but I just felt so special. Like, did you know that I was so annoyed, by the way. I at that time I still had a job, like a regular job, and I was incredibly annoying to people. I used to come up to people, you know. I used to come up to people in my job hours and be like, "Did you know I have a podcast? Like, I made a podcast for myself. I actually am the host of a podcast." I was incredibly annoying with this project. I'm pretty sure that's the reason why when I left my job, most people didn't care, because I was very annoying about this one. But it was my baby. This podcast was my baby, and I really enjoyed it. Hey Jerry, how you doing, sweetheart? How's it going? How was your stream today? And I'm glad you're here. Thank you for coming to the year in review. But yeah, podcast may have been a failed project, but I really enjoyed it anyway. Oh, speaking of which, you came at a great time, Jerry, because we are talking now about channel growth. Would you all believe that at this time last year, I only had 377 subscribers? Can you believe that? Because I certainly cannot. I feel like I experienced time dilation because this felt so long ago. It felt like it was 7 years ago. I felt like the growth just happened over time, but it really didn't. Nah, girl, that's all you. I know, thank you. Oh, hi Holly, how you doing, sweetheart? Welcome. By the way, guys, can you share, if you want to share, please do share. Shout out to September. Thank you. If you want to share, please do share one of your goals. What are your goals? Like, I know I'm the Yapatron 9000, and I'm just talking about what happened to me in this year. But I also want to know what happened to you in this year. Any goals that you accomplished? What goals have you set up to do? I really want to know, because, you know, we need to do them together. I'm good. I didn't get sick. Thank you, flu shot. Oh, hell yeah. Nice job. See, the wonders of modern medicine. The wonders of actually, you know, taking care of yourself. I'm glad you didn't get sick, though. Do you want to share one of your goals, Holly? One of the things that you want to do this year? I haven't gotten to mine yet, but I'm very interested to know what you guys have planned for you next for this year. So yeah, we basically tripled in the last year. We basically tripled our size on YouTube, and I'm very proud of that. You know, like, it goes to show. Because here's the thing, that's not really normal growth. It is normal growth, I guess, but like, I don't know. For me, this feels amazing. It makes it feel real. You know what I mean? Because this amount of people is the amount of people that it's like on a stadium. Like, it's really hard to look at this number and derive any value from it. At least it is for me. I tend to have problems imagining how big numbers can be, how big numbers mean. But this is genuinely like a stadium full of people. I have a stadium full of people subscribe to my channel. Isn't that crazy? Like, I know that for the most part, as a streamer, as a YouTuber, this is fairly insignificant. I know that. I'm very aware that this is not a big amount by any means. But at least, as a small content creator, as a small time streamer, as a VTuber who's been doing this for 5 years almost, about to be, I mean, it's about to be 5 years. It was 4, but it's about to be 5 years, you know. This amount of growth means a lot to me. It really does. I'm very happy with how much we have grown on the channel. I hope that we continue to grow more during the 2026. Because this is crazy. Triple the numbers in 1 year is crazy to me. After 3 years of not growing at all, of struggling to figure out what to do, I feel like this year, the 2025 was the year in which I found my footing. And 2026 is gonna be very much refining the things, you know, refining the things that I already found. Last year was about finding myself. This year is about refining who I am, you know? I'm going to Hawaii in April, was supposed to go in November, but the government shut down and said no. I mean, wait. Didn't this year was the year in which like Hawaii kind of had a problem with like a volcano exploding or something? Isn't that what happened? I remember vaguely hearing this year that Hawaii had trouble with volcanoes and they couldn't really accept new people because it was kind of dangerous. Isn't that what it was? I think. Is it? I don't know. I might be misremembering. You went to Monterey Bay. You were here in Mexico and you didn't tell me? Wow. Wow. I see how it is, Holly. I see how it is, Holly. You came to Mexico and you didn't even came to visit me. You went to Monterrey. I'm happy to you. I found you through your art in the Hollow Army's winter jackets. Really? I didn't know that because you came around kind of late this year, and those jackets came around such a long time ago by this point. You know? Oh, California. Never mind then. I thought Monterey Bay would probably be, you know, in the city called Monterey. But then again, I think Monterey is supposed to be like surrounded by mountains. Well, anyway, I don't know. I don't know geography. I didn't go to school for geography. I didn't go to school to learn where parts of the country are. You know what I mean? I went to school to be artistic. I went to school to be a graphic designer. You were lurking. Oh! If you don't mind me asking, like I don't really usually ask this question because I don't mind if people are lurkers or not. I appreciate everybody regardless, right? But if you don't mind me asking, what made you go from a lurker to an active chatter? I'm very curious about that. If that's okay to ask. You don't have to answer, of course, if you don't want to. But I'm very curious what led you from lurking to actually chatting. Because I know like a grand majority of my core audience, and I know who you are, you know, you may not be chatting. You may not be chatting. You may not know that I know who you are. I am 110% sure you know who you are. I 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 know. You may think that you're so slick, being like passive, lurking, think that I don't see you, but I see you. I know exactly who is here right now, but I don't call you out because I feel that that's rude. I feel that that's rude. But know that I appreciate you. If you can listen to me, my dear lurkers, know that I appreciate you. I really do. If I can cook a response, which is not all the time, that's fair enough. That's a fair enough thing. I feel like that's most of us, really. Most of us, because I'm also a lurker in most people's streams. I am a lurker too, so I get it. So don't worry about that too much. Sometimes it is what it is. The Pokemon art, which one? Which one was it? Was it the one in which I was drawing the Corvo, Kananeki? Because if so, you have good taste. You have good taste, madam. You have good taste. Good taste. Good soup. Good soup. All right. Moving on to 2026 goals. At least for the channel, right? And once again, I am set up by my own hubris, thinking that I set this up properly, and it turns out that I didn't. Can you see that? Yeah, you can see that, I think. Hold on. Let me just switch it over a little. There you go. Yeah, you can see that. So chat, what are the things we're going to be doing in 2026? What are the things that we're going to be into? Well, like I said, 2026 for me at least is going to be a year of refining who I am, of now that I have a direction, to perfect it, to make sure that I'm doing things the right way. Now, what is the right way? I don't know. I haven't figured it out yet, but I'm gonna take you around in a ride, okay? I'm gonna take you in a ride for this type of thing. So 2026 is gonna be about streamlining my process, streamlining the content that I'm gonna be making, because I now know more or less what the type of content I want to be making. Now it's the time to figure out how to make it. You know what I mean? Probably said was a good answer. The Pokemon company knew what they cooked for him. Listen, they knew what the girls and the gays were craving. They knew the girls and the gays were craving an eccentric short king. You know, that may or may not be a little dangerous and may or may not be a little psychotic. But you know what? Considering what goes on in the homosexual community, which is Grindr, considering the goings on that people have in Grindr, and the goings on that I know a bunch of my female friends have going on, I think more than a little bit of us like a little bit of a psychotic characters in our lives, okay? We like to feel a little bit of pain, you know? What is life without pain, okay? What is happiness? What is pleasure without a little bit of pain? Am I right, folks? Am I right, folks? Drink some water. All right, so 2026 is gonna be about realistic expectations. I have a lot of ambition of the things that I want to do this year, but I want to ground them a little more. You know, I want to ground them in the things that I know that I'm more capable of. Last year, I have no idea of what I was capable. This year, I have a pretty good strong grasp of what I want to do and the things that I want to accomplish. So, first of all, we're no longer going to lie to ourselves. We're going to be honest to ourselves this year. This year, we're going to be honest and we're going to be facing the reality that I cannot be making that many videos. 50 videos was a fleeting dream. It was a fallacy. It was a delusion that I was engaging wholeheartedly. But we gotta notice and realize that that is a lot of videos. And you know what? I remember my exact thought process, you know? I'm gonna admit to something that I didn't really admit to before. But at the timing before I made the goals for 2025, I was watching Jerry's New Year's stream, and I saw that she wanted to do like 20 videos for the year, and I was like, you know what? I can do it better. I can make more videos. And so I decided to put 50 instead of 20. And I was like, you know, I let my competitive drive take the better of me. I was trying to be competitive, and it was just like a one-sided relationship because Jerry didn't know about this. And, you know, I know you're in chat, Jerry, and I'm very sorry. I made a competition for myself. And so I tried to one-up you. I understand you deeply. Thank you. I'm glad you do. I'm glad you do. Because I genuinely was, I can do better. I can do better. I can make 10 videos. And you know what? In technicality, I did do, even if we don't count shorts, I did do more than what I thought I was gonna be capable of. So I think we should clap. I think you guys should clap for me. Clap, 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 clap. Because I did a lot better than I thought I was gonna do. But you know, this time around we're gonna set up to realistic expectations, and it's gonna be 12 long-form videos. Hopefully, one per month. But I realize that sometimes life gets in the way. But my bare minimum for this year is 12 videos, 1 per month. I think I can sustain that. I feel like if I lock in and I stop halting my projects, or, you know, because the thing that happened in December is that I got very autistic about something I really wanted to do for December, and I ended up putting off the video that was supposed to be coming out for December that is now going to come out in January. So yeah, ideally what will happen is I stop pausing production in one project to work on another. So, you know, 12 long-form videos are going to be the baseline for this year. Ideally more, but baseline, 12 videos, 1 per month. Oh, hey, Lewis, how you doing, sweetheart? I hope you enjoyed your sock. I remade your sock for you, all cute and spiffy. Hope you enjoy it. Now, second goal, which is a bit more daring, but I feel like I can do it. I feel like I have enough of you, and enough of you are working adults for this to work out. I want to do my first merch drop. Now, setting up expectations real quick. It's probably not going to be what you think. It's probably not going to be what you think. I know that I am known for making clothing designs. I know that a lot of you know me as being the fashion Vtuber and being and it would be a dream for me to release merch that would be like totally custom. That would be like, I would make a hoodie that is custom to me written. But y'all, making clothes is expensive. Making clothes is expensive, okay? So I don't want to set your hopes up that you're gonna have your own kasuririnen hoodie coming hot pink with ribbons and cutouts and whatever. I don't want to promise that. But what I will promise is small merch. You know, stickers, pins, maybe a poster or two. I'm actually very down to draw a poster for that. And maybe if I can have a discussion with a company, we can try for a basic hoodie. And now, I will say that if I do apparel, right? That if I do apparel like a hoodie and stuff like that, if I do apparel, I will do my best. I will do my best for me to find a way to make it less, what's to say? Let's be Vtubery. To make it wearable. Because one of my problems with a lot of merch, particularly when it comes to apparel, is it just looks like something you wouldn't really wear outside. It looks like something you would wear to like support your Oshi, but not really something that you would include in your closet. And so if I when I do clothing merch, it's going to be something that's gonna be fashionable for you, that you can include in your closet and wear on a day-to-day basis. That's what I promise. But smell is a good choice and learn from experience with that going forward. Yeah, absolutely. And honestly, it kind of helps that I know people that have already known merch before. So I do have a bit of guidance on where we can do and what we can reach out for. So yeah, first merch drop, stickers, pins, maybe a candle or two. Because listen, mostly, I will admit because I'm not afraid to admit this, Jerry was it was my guiding light for 2025. I learned a lot from Jerry. And I don't know, I find it kind of hilarious the fact that one part of her first merch drop was candles. It's like Jerry smells. It's so fucking funny. Like, just imagine I make a candle that is supposed to be scented after me, and now you can smell this burning plastic because I am a plastic doll. Wouldn't that be kind of funny? Oh, come on, it would be so funny. Don't lie to yourself, it would be hilarious. Anyway, on the same vein, I want to secure a sponsorship for a video or stream. I feel like I have enough numbers and enough stats for this to work out. You know, I just gotta find a company that's willing to work with me. But I think that we can make a sponsorship work. Can I speak? A sponsorship. A sponsor. I'm gonna get a sponsor this year. I cannot speak today. Jesus. I'm kind of fucked up by the fact that I took a nap. Ugh. I took a nap and I am completely fucked up. Jesus. Anyway. I think a sponsorship is something that is very viable to me. I feel like I'm in the range in which the Rinnen candles go crazy. It might go. Honestly, I don't know. If anything, you know what I would do? I think what I would strive for if I were to make a candle for merch, it would be like a cherry scent, but like a light, airy scent. I don't want something super sweet. Listen, I went to Bath and Body Works and now I know what I don't like in candles. So I want the smell of fresh cherry, you know? I want a sweet yet refreshing smell. That's what I want. Anyway, I think a sponsorship is it's something that I will be able to do. I was looking to maybe get an affiliate link with Clip Studio Paint, but Clip Studio Paint requires a lot of information out of you, and I got a little scared. But I promise, there will be a sponsorship this year. I will make 2026 my bitch. I will make money out of 2026. So sponsorships coming very soon. I promise that. And in the same vein, 2K YouTube subs. I feel like it's possible. Listen, if patterns are to be believed, from 2023 to 2024, I doubled my numbers. From 2024 to 2025, I doubled my numbers. Not really. From 2024, from 2023 to 2025, I tripled my numbers, actually. I went from 300 to 900. So I tripled my numbers. If patterns are to be believed, I think 2K is totally in the realm of possibility for this year. Absolutely. If I am to believe in myself, I think that we can reach 2K. Maybe even by the middle of the year. So because I am very confident that we can reach 2K, I will have a 5K stretch goal. I think that if we reach 2K in the first few months of 2026, I am actually very confident that we can reach 5K. Because one of the things about YouTube is that once the ball starts rolling, it's kind of hard to make it stop. So once subscribers start pouring in, I think we're gonna have a fun time, you know, and I'm gonna get to make the content that I want to do, because I am very much hero-based content. It's very much about my experience, about my outlook on things, and I'm not afraid to admit I'm an attention whore. I like the attention that you guys give me. I am a streamer for a reason, so I am very excited of the potential of having more people find me. And for you guys to have more friends to talk to, you know? I want you guys to have more friends to talk to, more people to know. Because I think I have a pretty cool community so far. I have full confidence in you. Thank you! Thank you. I appreciate that so much. Because you know what? Sometimes I don't have confidence in myself, but I know that with you guys around, I have nothing to fear. But yeah, we have a lot of cool people in the community. As I said before, we have our own award-winning cosplayer. So I'm just saying, we have really cool people. So I'm very excited to see who else joins into the community this year. And also, speaking of full delusional moments, speaking of something that can probably be a waste of money, but I want to do it anyway because I want to have the experience. I want to do an Off-Kai Expo meet and greet. Now, for those of you who don't know, Off-Kai Expo is basically the Vtuber convention. The Vtuber convention. It was a convention made from Vtubers for Vtubers. you know? And so, I really want to have a meet and greet there. Now, chances are I'm probably not gonna have like the actual like a go up to a tablet, talk to me, meet and greet, because I'm sure that those are very expensive and I don't have that kind of money. I barely have any money, but you know, I want to at least do the drone. If you guys don't know, a lot of FK Expo offers a different type of meet and greet aside from the usual, which is they have you on a little iPad strapped to a person. You're strapped to another person, and they have you walk around the area with your handler, basically just dragging the iPad along the halls. And I kind of find that hilarious. And I already kind of have a plan of what I'm gonna do. Because here's the thing. I am sure that most people are not gonna be able to go to FK Expo. So I kind of want to do like a little interview while I'm walking around the halls, while I basically have my little handler just go along my whims. Cause I don't know, I have a feeling that that's gonna be fun. I'm gonna have a lot of fun with the meet and greet, and so I want to have an FK Expo meet and greet. Now, hold on, let me before I should have probably done this before, so let me just 1 second. FK Expo. When is FK? Where is FK Expo again? I wasn't planning to attend personally anyway. FK Expo. San Jose, California. Okay. Okay. FK Expo is held in San Jose, California from July 24th to July 26th. So, if any of you are going to FK Expo, you might not. But, if you do, if you go to San Jose, California around those dates and go to FK Expo, you might see me walking around. You might see me walking around in a little drone, in a little tablet somewhere, or probably strapped to a poor handler who is going to have to basically deal with me for an hour. Quick questions: Fat comics or manga? Sekaiichi Hatsukoi is my favorite. I love Sekaiichi Hatsukoi. Close in second. Oh shit, that's kind of difficult. Sorry, that's unrelated. No worries, no worries. I love Sekaiichi Hatsukoi. That's probably my number one choice. Second, close to it, it will probably be Love Stage. And then third to it, Sakura Card Captor. Sakura Card Captor is one of my favorite series of all time, just because it's shoujo. Basically, just give me romance, and I would love it anyway. That's me. Oh god, I need to drink water. Ugh. But yeah, are you guys interested in going to conventions? Do you guys like to go to conventions? Because I know that most of you are not really. I don't know how many of you are actually big on VTubers, right? Because I know most of my core audience did find me either because of another VTuber or because at some point in time I made content for a different VTuber. But I don't know if a lot of you are the type to go to conventions. My inkling is probably not, primarily because I know that a lot of you, a lot of you are introverts. A lot of you don't like to touch grass. So I go to my local one every year. Ooh, that's exciting. Honestly, y'all gotta show me pictures. Y'all gotta show me pictures whenever you go to a convention, because I love conventions too. The only thing that I don't love is the smell. I don't love the smell of conventions, and I don't love how cramped they are. Listen, I have a fun time when I go to a convention, but only for about like the first hour or so. After 1 hour, I want to kill myself. After an hour, I am sweaty. I am angry because there's a lot of people around me, and I just want to go home. So I don't know how long time congoers do it, but that's just me. Now, next thing I want to find a video formula /type. Now, I know a lot of you really like my video essays. I know you enjoy my video essays, and I think that I will be able to sustain them for the most part. But the problem with the video essays and the way that I make content right now is that it is content that takes a lot of time to do. Either from the writing perspective, from the editing perspective, or in the case of this video that I'm working on, I have to do a lot of art for that particular video. And so I haven't really found like any formula that sort of will be able to help me like stand out, stick out. Because most YouTubers, qualification YouTubers, kind of have like this type of video that they're known for. This type of video that is just like, oh, right. I think about this YouTuber whenever I think about this formula. So I want to find a formula for my own, something that is that I'm able to replicate in multiple places. And I'm kind of thinking that's probably going to be the fashion reviews, because the fashion reviews don't really require that much input from me. You know what I mean? Because like it requires like my brain, but it doesn't really require my creativity. You know what I mean? So it might be the fashion reviews, like the one that I did for Pokemon Legends CA or for Hatsune Miku. But maybe trying some more story time stuff. The thing is though, the thing about story time stuff is that I have to do fun things for story time to be worth it, and I don't get out much. I don't go outside very much. So for me to be able to become a story type person, I will have to go outside, and the outside is scary. I don't wanna. I don't wanna go outside. It's too scary though. Is there anything like the one I go for, the accredited spots for introverts, like the reading room, for example? Ooh, honestly, I hope you guys. I honestly hope you guys are able to go to Off-Kai, because I really want to meet you guys, but not necessary if you can't. It's California, for God's sake. California is like probably one of the worst places to be at least as at least living there. I get it. So yeah. I want to find a video formula / type that I will be really known for, something that I can come back to and know that it would do well. So we're going to be refining a lot. I'm going to be trying a lot of new things in the earlier months of 2026, and after I finish trying out, I'm probably gonna zero in into something to do, you know, something to be known. Speaking of which, I want to hire an editor. I need help. Chad, I need help. I need help making videos. Because here's the thing. My maximum output is once a month. Because videos require a lot of concentration. And they require a lot of energy from me. So I can only really churn out one video a month. Maybe two if I'm really having a manic episode. If I'm being really autistic about something in particular, I could probably churn out 2 per month, but anything more than that, it's probably not possible for me. So I feel like sometimes when I have the economic liberty to have an editor, I will have an editor to help me make more videos for you. Because that is one of the things that is the problem with me. I've always thought that I have the potential to make it big. That I have the potential for me to do a bigger splash in the content creation community. I have the personality. I think I have the ideas for it. It's just what gets me every time is consistency. I am not consistent enough for me to be able to be as big as I want to be. So part of the goals for 2026 is to sometimes hire an editor to help me be a bit more consistent. If I feel like I'm not going to make it for the month myself, just maybe hire somebody else, outsource that video so that the video can get done in a month. And even then, if for some reason I make a video and I'm like, you know what, I feel like I can probably churn out another, but I'm gonna hire an editor to help me make that video, so that maybe we can have 2 a month. Maybe one month we can have 2, 1 month we have 1. Who knows? I really want to hire an editor just to make out more content for you. My neck hurts for some reason. By the way, if you don't mind the tangent, have you ever heard of an anime named Fairy Ranmaru? Because I think you might like it. Fairy Ranmaru. I feel like I know it, but I just need to... Is it Ranmaru? Oh. I actually don't know this. Oh, wait, no, I know. I know about this anime. Do you think I wouldn't know about it? Naked guys stripping in the camera? I would know about it. Magical boys showing their bulges onto camera? Do you think I don't know? Because I would know. Oh, Fairy Ranmaru is one of those things. Is one of those things that really engages itself with abandon. You know, Fairy Ranmaru is one of those animes that knows it's ridiculous, that knows its premise is not serious at all, and it doesn't take itself any seriously, and I really enjoy that for it. The transformation sequences go so hard. It goes so hard, and I'm here for it. I'm here for it too. Listen, if you're gonna do it 110%. If you're gonna do it, commit to the vid. And I appreciate that the Fairy Ranmaru committed to it. Sorry, I got to go, but good luck with your plans. I hope you have a good 2026. You too, sweetheart. Hope you all of your goals come true, sweetie. Hope it comes through. And then in the same vein, open memberships. That kind of comes out with just making more content in general. I want to open memberships so that I can have like more exclusive content for you. Because there are some like streams that I sometimes want to try. Sometimes I want to make a stream, but I'm not really sure how it's gonna perform. And I feel like it might be better if I do it as a membership stream. And just memberships in general, they kind of open a real big abacus for me to get a higher response from you. You know, like I'm making like members only polls on what video you would like to see next. Members only polls on like or like members only posts just for you guys to see like little snippets of things that I am working on. You know what I mean? So members are opening memberships would really change content around here, and I'm very excited about that. Of course, the base content and my base output would still be for free, right? But I have a lot of ideas that I could do, like open like membership only content, and I'm very excited about that. And finally, upgrade the stream setup. My stream setup is fine, really. It's not really something to write home about, but it's also not really something that I I feel like it's finalized yet. Like I could do with a better motion capture. Like I really want to get an iPhone. Just for, if you guys didn't know, by the way, this model is supposed to have a tongue toggle. I'm supposed to be able to stick out my tongue, but because I don't have an iPhone, I can't. So unfortunate. So I wanna get better tracking. I really need a Steam Deck. I need a Steam Deck because it would be so much easier to set up full streams if I had a Steam Deck, because it means that I wouldn't have to go through so many pathways just to achieve something that a single button on the Stream Deck could do. So I'm very excited about that. And I do want to also level up my audio. Like I want to get an XLR because I have an XLR mic, but I don't have an XLR interface. And I know an interface is like very, very expensive, but I feel like at some point it's necessary just to go over and produce more quality content for you. Yeah. Finally, to round out the stream. And just so I don't take any more of your time. We have personal goals. I feel like it's very important for me to separate personal goals from content goals, because, you know, content goals don't always align with the things that I want for my personal life. And I just want to achieve more outside of my content career. So I set up a couple things for myself. First of all, I want to learn how to sew. Only for the prospect of making my own clothes. I want to learn how to sew to make my own clothes. And maybe if I learn how to sew, I can actually pitch to real merch companies my clothes. You know, my clothing design. I could actually make the Holo Armis jacket's a real thing. So I really want to learn how to sew. I also want to get my makeup school degree because I really enjoy makeup. I like how it makes me feel, and I want to help other people feel good the same way I do when I put makeup on. And I feel like having a degree in some way, shape, or form would really help my work experience. You know what I mean? So I really want, if anything, I want to have a school paper just to know that I have something to back up in case being a full-time content creator doesn't work out. So I want to get a makeup school degree. I also want to find a better workflow for myself. I have a problem, which is I am not very organized in the ways that I do things. I tend to be very disoriented when it comes to time. So while I do get stuff done, it does come at the price of my mental health. So part of the personal goals that I want to have is I want to have a better workflow, to find time to exercise, to eat better, and to develop a fat ass. Because I am determined. I want to have an ass that is going to rumble the room the moment that I walk in. I feel like that is no better motivator to get some exercise done that you want to have a fat ass that a man could fall asleep on. You know? That is what I want for myself. I want to have a big, fat ass. And I've been looking for exercises, actually, like feminization exercises. And so, who knows? Maybe by the time you see you see my body for the first time, I may look a lot closer to Renan than you might think of. And also, I want a flat chest. I don't know. I think boobs are a mistake. I think they get in the way. So I also wanna get slimmer, only to get rid of my boobs. I don't like these boobs. These boobs are weird. I don't like it. I also want to start building my dream closet, which kind of relates to, you know, point number one. Not only do I want to learn how to sew just so that I can make things that are my style, but I want to start, you know, living up to the fashion Vtuber name. I want to start dressing up for myself. Because for the longest time, my closet has mostly consisted of hand-me-downs, of things that I don't really like, but I have to use because I don't have anything else. And I feel like that's bad. I feel like part of self-care is being comfortable not only in your body, but in the things that you wear. So I want to be excited about dressing up. That's the thing. I want to be excited about getting up, putting clothes, going out, showing off. You know? I feel like that's a nice thing to do. And at the very same time, I also want a boyfriend arc. I am tired of everybody getting a pet. Build your supply of sweet drip. Hell yeah. I want that sweet drip, baby. I want to be able to post like selfies and be like, you know what I want? I want to be able to post selfies whenever people be like, hey, VTubers are ugly, and then I just post a picture of myself with my awesome drip, and it's just like, speak for yourself. I don't want the boyfriend arc though. I am tired of everybody getting a partner and not me. When is it going to be my fucking turn? When is it going to be my turn? So, I'm ready. I'm ready to fall in love. I am ready to fall in love, have my heart broken, and eat 20 pounds of ice cream. I'm ready for it. Regardless of what it may be, I am ready to have my first relationship. Whether or not that's gonna happen, I don't know. That's not up to me. I too want a boyfriend. I want to settle down and have kids of my own. Oh, that is such a sweet dream. I really hope you're able to make it, Holly. I changed my mind about kids. I ain't gonna lie. For the longest time, I used to want to be a parent. I used to want to have my own kids. But I can barely take care of myself, Mary. I have a rampaging amount of ADHD. I accidentally put cheese in the oven. Who's to say that I'm not accidentally going to store the kid on the fridge? Like, oh, Renan, you're gonna come to my house and be like, hey, Renan, how's it going? How's the kids? And then I'm gonna be like, what kids? Like, what kids are you talking about? I had kids. And then as it turns out, I get arrested for child neglect because I put my kid in the fridge. So yeah, I am no longer suited for having kids, but I hope that you're able to have your kids of your own. You know, I really do. I hope that you're able to find a partner, somebody who is really nice to you, and somebody who makes you better. Because what I want in a partner is not just somebody to be with, but it's somebody who makes me better and I make them better. Because I feel like that's part of that relationship. You join your life with somebody who compliments you. And so I want that for myself, really. CSPS knocking on your door. I know, right? Child Protective Services knocking on my door being like, where's the child? And I'm like, I had a child? I have children? This is news to me. So yeah. And also, you know, I feel like bare minimum, not dying is a pretty nice goal. You know, I cannot really accomplish any of these goals if I don't stay alive. So, not dying, I think it's a pretty reasonable thing to expect. So, you know, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed it doesn't happen. And I'm not gonna say what the last goal is. If you guys know anything about me, I'm not gonna say. I know what you guys are thinking of. I'm not gonna say it though. This is a very, very personal goal of mine that I wanted to happen ever since I started Vtubing. It's been my goal since I started being a Vtuber. And I cannot say it out loud. But if you know, you know. If you know, you know. I'm sure most of you know. And if not, ask me on the Discord. Ask me on the Discord if you don't know. I'll tell you there, but I cannot say it publicly. But now that little blue star has been my dream since I started my VTuber career, and I really hope it becomes true this year. Does he know? I don't think you guys know, but I know, and that's the only thing that matters. That's the only thing that matters to me. But yeah, anyway, these are the goals for 2026. These are the things I want to do in life. I hope it happens. And I hope that all of you guys Wait, it just hit me what it is. Really? I thought I made it pretty obvious. Huskin! I thought I made it pretty obvious. Listen. I'm only gonna say this once, okay? You know what? I'm gonna say it in the least incriminatory way I can say it. You know? Ever since I started my VTuber career, I've wanted to dance with the stars. I wanted to be a very, very, very big star alongside multiple other colorful stars. Some stars are orange, some stars are red, some others are blue, purple, yellow, black even, green. And I always wanted to be one of them. So, That's as much as I can say. And that's as much as I will say publicly. You can ask me on stream. You can ask me on off stream later. But yeah. You know, I've always wanted to be a star. And I really hope I can make it happen this year. I won't be too bummed if it doesn't happen, because that means that I get to spend a lot more time with you. But if it happens, if I do become a star, if I become part of the firmament, I hope that you guys cheer me on the same way that you do now. Anyway, cryptid stuff out of the way. Thank you all so much for coming for today's stream. I had a lot of fun talking about the things that we did. Is there anything else that you may want to share about your year? Okay, chat, to everybody who wants to, who is willing, tell me, how are you gonna make 2026 your bitch? What is going to be the goal that you're going to be accomplishing no matter what? In my case, it's not dying. But what is in your case? Do let me know. I do want to know what your goals are, what you think you can accomplish, and how 2026 will bend to your will. So do let me know. I'm very excited. I'm very excited about this year. I think we're all gonna have a ton of fun together, and hopefully we make some dreams come true. Man, it's a star. It could be a million things. I don't know. I feel like I talk about it. I feel like I've talked about it in my personal life often enough for you guys to know. Like, I don't know. Listen. I don't talk about it publicly because it's a big no-no. But I feel like it's not a secret. I feel like I've opened. It's been an open and the worst kept secret for me. You know what I mean? So I am actually surprised you forgot, because I'm pretty sure I told you about it before. Not losing any more family members this year because I lost my dad last year. Oh, I'm so sorry, Holly. I'm very sorry that happened. But I hope so too for you. I genuinely hope for you. I'm gonna be praying for you. You know. Oh, one last thing before we go. Speaking of that, Holly. Speaking of that. So, for those who do not know, and if you do know, I'm going to tell you anyway. If you do not know, Mama Cassidy, my lovely mother, is a witch. Mama Cassidy is a witch. And so, she often tells me about what kind of spells we can do to make life better. What kind of things we can bring into the world. Because in this school of sorcery and magic, everything is about intention. Everything is about what intention and what energy you put out into the world. And she told me that this year is the year of manifestation. This is the year to be the Lulu. This is the year for us to manifest what we want into the world. So, I really encourage you that you think wholeheartedly, with your whole heart, think about what things you want in life this year, and say, and think about it the following way. Don't think about the fact that, oh, it would be nice if it would happen. If it would, no, not if it would. It will happen. Think about it like it will happen. Manifest it for your own life. I'm telling you, it really does work out. It really does work out. Don't say if, but when. Don't say it would be nice. It will be nice. And that really will do. Hashiri Uma Musume. Shut up! The year of the horse. The year of the horse. Yes, indeed. You know what? For a chance I can find a big boyfriend, you know? I can find a big boyfriend so that I can accomplish the year of the horse. Dream big, folks. Don't be discouraged. If you have the power to set things in motion, then do it. Don't wait. Exactly, Holly. Exactly. Do what you want to do, but also remember to have patience in yourself. Remember that even if you cannot accomplish everything that you set out to do this year, you're still here. You can still try again. So, dream big, but also take care of yourself. Anyway, chat, I think that's gonna do it for me today. I'm still a little out of it. I ain't gonna lie. I'm a little bit out of it because I'm feeling energized, but at the same time, I feel really tired because I took a very long nap. I took like an hour-long nap, and that kind of fucked me up because you're not supposed to sleep for an hour. So yeah, hope you guys have a lovely day, lovely night. I'll see you guys next week. Not really next week, actually. I'll see you guys on Sunday. Starting strong, starting the year strong with doing something that you guys have asked me to do for the longest time. You guys know what that is? You guys have been asking me to review Marvel Rivals since the game came out, and I finally cave in. I'm gonna do a fashion review in Marvel Rivals. So I hope you guys are excited. Oh yeah! One final thing before we go. Don't click away yet. Don't click away yet. I see your hand going to the X button. Wait for a moment. So, I'm gonna announce this officially a little bit later. I'm thinking Monday, probably. I'm gonna announce this officially a little bit later. But I've been having some talks in the past couple weeks about doing a little arts and crafts club in the Discord server. And so I would like to officially announce that is gonna happen. We're going to do a sewing / crafting club. It's gonna happen once a month. We're gonna have somebody who is a professional in the field of arts and crafting. Fuhime, my very dear friend, our lovely award-winning cosplayer, is going to be holding a little club for us. Just so that, you know, we can all get around, accomplish little things, craft little things together. We're gonna be starting by making a bow. Just something simple, something fun. And I hope you guys are interested. I'll tell you more details about it on Monday once I have everything like sorted out. But I'm telling you, I'm very serious about learning how to sew. And you know, I feel like a sewing club, an arts and craft club, is like a very good way for body doubling. You know, it's body doubling, holding each other accountable, and just having fun, meeting new people. So yeah, I wanna make the kasuririnen, the Discord, Cat Raecords Boutique Discord, a place where you can find not only about me, but where you can find community. So I'm very excited about that. I hope you guys have a lovely day, lovely night, and remember, the Cherry Bomb Blossom Boutique always appreciates you. Take care, love you. I'll see you on Sunday. Bye bye. Bye. Yeah, come join the Discord. Bye. It's on the description or on Twitch. !Discord. Okay, now I go.